said that woke ideology is killing marriage and dating. It says that overeducated women and men have marital doom. This article here said on Tinder, women only swipe right 4 out of 100 profiles. This has made women extremely unhappy. It's given them options overload, even though they have the lion's share of purchasing power compared to men. So, unfortunately, feminism has destroyed the modern woman. It made it to where she can't be happy because she's flooded with so many options, and it gets to a point to where there are no more options. And that's the part that's not fair, because they've manipulated a woman's emotions from birth, from the Cinderella story, from the Tooth Fairy, to they keep her in Prince Charming mode her whole life. And it's like, actually it's really predatory, because it's like hacking a woman's emotions and using her emotions against her, and then using her emotions to sell products, and then using her emotions to sell more products, and then using her emotions to keep her unhealthy, and then using her emotions to validate being unhealthy. So the doctor always has a job, because she always is going to have high blood pressure. She's always going to have high blood pressure, so they're always going to have a job. They're taking advantage of her emotional vulnerability in every facet. And even if you want to protect a woman, anything you say, because they've been taught to have a hatred towards men, anything you say will be viewed as hatred, even though you're trying to protect them from the corporation that's manipulating them and hacking their biology. The corporations are hacking their biology and manipulating it and controlling their dopamines, and they use likes. They use the like button, the chat room, as dopamine. So, just like an obese person can be addicted to eating, because eating gives you dopamine and it gives you a euphoria. Remember, sugar is more addicting than cocaine. So we can't invalidate a woman's need for that dopamine, just like we can't invalidate a person's. It's actually a disorder. There's actually something called selfie-itis. I wish I was playing, but I'm not. It's actually a disorder. And if you take a certain amount of selfies, whether you post them or not on a daily basis, then you probably have that, because that's a compulsive thing. The desire to look perfect, the desire to have the perfect angle. It's actually, look it up. I'm not selfie-itis. It's a thing, but it's the same thing. It's like an obsession. A lot of men are obsessed, have obsessions with sports. They're obsessed with winning. They're obsessed with living vicariously through their team. You know, that team becomes an extension of their identity. And they get the same dopamine through the games as the woman gets from social media. But, you know, a lot of people aren't sophisticated enough to see that. He's dedicated to the team, win, lose, or draw, season tickets. But he's never been dedicated to a woman that much. She's dedicated to her friends, to her career. She's never been dedicated to a man that much. They both are failing to give it their all, but both blame the other side when they're both doing the gender reciprocal failing variable. The bottom line is the corporations have been a weapon to put men and women against each other. Integration between races with segregation between genders. Integration between races with segregation